Welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Geminis today? How are you guys doing? Oh, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Well, before we get started, again, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise, where we are also inspired to breathe, which is very important for us, especially for you. So, let's make sure we inhale, exhale twice. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Whew. Let's see what we could work through today. What is going on, my wonderful Geminis? How are you guys doing today? Let's see. Let's see what's on our path. Wish. Sincere. Oh, that's nice. And heal. Going through some stuff you need to heal from. And you're honest about it. You feel that it's not worth it for you to have people in your life that are not going to be supportive. You hear a lot of whispering and people talking behind your back. A lot of times that's because of the work that you're putting in, and you wish they would do right. But you have to recognize the fact when you're climbing up the ladder, not everybody has their hand on your back to help push you up. Some people have their hand on your back to push you down, and you have to decipher who's who. There's a lot of challenges to face right now, and one minute things are good, one minute it's bad. That's life, of course, but you have to continue doing what you need to do for yourself. That's the bottom line. Where you see yourself, what you plan to do is really important. The Ten of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Cups. Wow, collaboration. Stuff is not the way it used to be. And you recognizing that because of that fact, you're working on making sure that certain people don't have access to you. You've blocked people. You've cut them off. It's lurking on your social media from people. You recently put yourself out there more, and you're realizing that being a celebrity or a famous person, or even just a person that likes to socialize, people have a lot to say, comments, different things, and it's annoying. It's annoying because you don't know who's who. It's like you constantly get this uneasy feeling because you know that you're inclined to pick up on certain vibrations. And it's not always the best for you. You're reflecting back to see why is it that the things that you do tend to draw such a crowd, because you do it so well. That's what I say, because you do it so well. It's competition. You have that frustration. It's new beginnings. You're getting rid of old stuff. There's some loss going on right here. And people are testing you. And you have to heal. You can't let them be the ones to delegate or insinuate how you're supposed to live, what you're supposed to do. You don't want to be manipulated. You're just feeling your way through so that you're able to come out on the better side of things. You're looking at everything from a whole perspective, and you're seeing people for who they are now. You weren't picking up on those things before. And even if you did a little bit to keep the peace, you let certain things go. But now you're realizing people are causing you to see a new side of things, because fake smiles was always in the midst. People following, stalking, searching you out is always going to be in the mix, because of the things that you do, because of the field that you're in. And you're realizing that backbiting is a part of the game, is a part of the process. And some things you got to let go in one ear and come out the next, rather than hold on to it. Don't hold on to what people have to say in a negative way about you. Some people just want to see your demise. But you're holding your own, and you're reflecting on the things that you have been through in your life, and you're just like, I'm so tired of the same old, the status quo. The people that pretend that they're supportive of you, with you, and eventually want to hurt you. Relationships that don't last the test of time, because everybody seems to have an ulterior motive, and it bugs the crap out of you. But you know what? Even you feel like you just have bad luck. Because bad things happen doesn't mean that you're stained. It doesn't mean that your life won't pick up and get to where you need it to be. It just means that you have to go through this process in order for you to elevate to the next level. I see the frustration. I feel the frustration. I see that you going that extra mile, and I see you coming out on top. You know, you're holding on to stability. You're building a stable and solid foundation. You see yourself there. But you know the work that's involved. You always feel like you're picking up the pieces, so that you can move forward. And you know what they tell you? Your strength. Your strength is so important. Your strength is so important. You have to stay focused. You have to decipher sense from nonsense. You have to recognize and write it in stone what it is you're seeking, so that you stay on path. Because of the stress levels and being overwhelmed, you take on all the issues rather than seeking out solutions for them. You allow them, you kind of block them and not realize that you're blocking them. They're there, they're real. You have to solve it. You can't hide from issues. How you handle them will determine how you proceed. It's not always going to be roses smelling beautifully. Sometimes there's some stench while you're climbing and trying to get to your destination, working toward it. But you have put the work in. Look at it. But you are going to develop a friendship, collaboration of sorts with someone who actually has your best interests at heart. They want to make things happen with you, and they see you as a creator, change maker, and they want to latch on. But not for a negative reason. They want to latch on because they see the potential of your growth and ride in the storm with you. So things are going to pan out in the end, but you got to get through the weeds before you get to the roses. And a lot of the roses have thorns on them. So when you think you're getting close, some of those roses will stick you, make you bleed, but you still keep going and they still keep growing. Hey, you know what I love about that? It's like your support could come from the other part of you. When people are trying to tear you down or pull the strings at you, your inner support system will help you. Both of you speak to your source and allow you to decipher what's before you. People think that when bad things happen, it's always something that they've done. It could be a junction where you run into a roadblock and you have to sit still, have a calmness about yourself where your strength could develop and you could move forward. It's not about things always being easy for you. It's about the process allowing you to grow through it and recognize that not everything is going to work in your favor at the time. But if you have your mind set on the prize, you figure out a way to arrive to get your reward. So even if you got some challenges along the way, so be it. Get through it. Don't give up on it. That's how it is for all of us. We all have to go through things. But you know what? You're ready for battle. You'll take charge. You'll go after everything that you're wanting. And you will win. You will win. But it's not going to be easy, and you have to stay steadfast on your journey. But you got the Empress and the Chariot. It's going to be working all in your favor. I'm telling you. You'll come out on top. Even though it's murky at times, it feels like things are not going to pan out. You're on stable ground. You know what you want and you're going after it. And you're strong. You have the strength to conquer. You ready? Get ready for battle. Because you are going to get over these humps and bumps and roadblocks and detours and dive into a new way of living. Many changes coming. Many significant changes. But you're going to be breaking some serious cycles in your life. You're going to heal. This is serious. You're going to be ready to heal. A lot of upheaval. You're going to be moving. By choice, you're seeking out a place to live that will be more conducive to your new thought process. Because crying over spilt milk is not going to change that the milk spilled. But it is going to change your path forward. You're seeing a brighter horizon. And you're taking hold of it. You might be interpreting your intuition to show you that you're out there. Whatever you're doing, people are watching. People are watching. They're seeing the potential. They're seeing your moves. And the more you grow, the more they know that they're going to continue to watch you. Take it for what it is. My father used to say, you're only in the business of important people. And you've grabbed hold of that title. So people are lurking. They're looking. They're trying to find out any information about you. What you doing. Who he thinks he is. Who she thinks she is. And you feel that new phase and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. You don't like it. You want to be in the limelight, but you don't want to be stared at. You don't like the looks because not all of them are trusting. So it's like in your face. This is what's happening. In your face. You have to be able to take it. This is what you want to do. This is where you want to be. You have to accept the changes in your life that put you more to the forefront. Growth is evident. You see that here a million times. Everything is showing growth. I always tell people when you see a lot of greenery in your life, green represents the growth. It represents prosperity. And when you have the world and you have opportunities, you look at all of the challenges that you're facing before you get to the real prize. Think about it. If everything was easy for you, would you even appreciate the ride? I don't think so. I think when people approach you, they could say, oh, you did that, you did this, you did that. But you know what? You also put the work in. You didn't just float on by. You actually put hard work in to get to where you want to be. So don't feel bad about achieving certain things. You're going to be leaving certain friends behind. Don't feel bad. Not everybody that smiles in your face is your friend. Don't feel bad. For all the things that are changing your life and coming into your life to better your life, why are you feeling bad because of the actions of others, the antics of others? You can't. Because this is what you're going to encounter when you're climbing up. It's either you want to stay down and come out the limelight and be around the snakes and the pretenders, the backstabbers, or you want to continue growing away from them. When you're climbing up the ladder, no matter how many hands are pointing at you, only if you allow them to pull you down do you fall down. You might have a slip every now and then, but you're holding on tight. You're grabbing that ladder by the reins and you're climbing. So expect that you're going to be climbing out of muggy waters. That's why even you could see the rough terrain, what you have to get through to sit up to be where you need to be, to hold your head high, for you to see the possibilities, for you to recognize that you're on the road to being growth bound. So when you go through rivalry and you go through the tower where everything is changing, it's new beginnings, you're letting go of the old, but it's turmoil and sudden change. It's like things just happen suddenly. It's not suddenly. You've been putting in the work all along. So now that you've actually embarked on the place you're getting closer to and closer to and closer to, the bricks that you thought were part of your growth chart are not there. They don't belong there. And you're escaping it. It means you're going to new territory. You're getting new gain. You're building up your strength. You're making significant changes in your life. And it seems like a whirlwind. It's like new options are coming to you. You're starting to recognize that you have more potential than you thought. You're starting to see the changes taking place in your life as you're pulling away. You're pulling away. You have that driving force that's taking you out of the mix of where people, all they do is talk about each other. You're going to another level where ideas are being talked about, where you're pushing it the envelope for your full potential, where people are seeing how great you really are. You're gaining the right to have bragging rights. Not that you will, but you're proud of what you do. You're proud of who you are, and you're proud of these changes, because even though you're being pushed into this uncomfortable zone where discomfort is taking place because it's unfamiliar territory, you're starting to realize that in order for you to get to the next phase, there's some things that can't go along with you. And it hurts your heart because you really thought this girl was for you or that dude was with you. But as people look at you and they see you growing away from them, and they're losing that hold, that grip, they start trying to hold on and bring you back to your senses, bring you back to where they are. They can't meet you where you're going. You have to realize that you have to let the old toys go, the old people go that are stuck in their same ways with their same ideas with no growth. You're looking at new things. You want more out of life. Time waits for no man, and it's not going to wait for you either. That's why you're forging in a different direction, and people feel that you are acting different. No, they're acting different because they see that you're pulling away and you're climbing And you don't need to sit down and talk about Tom, Mary, Kelsey, and Shamika. You don't have time for it no more because you're seeing yourself in a different space and they can't see where you're going, even if you explained it to them. So don't disrespect yourself. Don't allow others to disrespect you, and continue to believe in yourself and forge forward and block out the noise. You have to. That's the only way you're going to grow. Block out the noise, because where you're going is a completely different level. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Don't be afraid to close off your solitude and your space as you sort things out, as you find your best self, as you continue to grow. Continue to look forward, because looking backward and looking forward will make you dizzy. Choose one path. Look forward and recognize the fact that not everybody's going to ride with you. Period. Period. And that's, I think, where the healing needs to come in for you, because you're letting go of people that have been a part of your life for a while. Because you're growing now. You're looking at things from a different angle. Take that photo. Don't focus on the one from the past. Focus on the pictures you've taken today. And let them last in your memory, because that's your yellow brick road. That's where you're climbing to be. You're unveiling everything on this road, and the truth will be revealed. You'll see all of your hard work and know that you did this. So you deserve the rewards that come with it. Garnet Queen Tarot. Be inspired to rise. And it's okay to come out of your comfort zone so you can go to the new phase of your life. It's all about learning and recognizing yourself for who you are and listening. Listening to the messages, listening to your intuition. You get this sixth sense all the time. It's like when something's not right, it pulls at you and it stays with you until the truth is revealed. Make sure that through this healing process, as you're continuing to grow, you take the time out to stop, look at everything, and listen, because you're very intuitive. And there's certain messages that come to you that sometimes may have you hesitate because you're not sure what the clarity of the message is. But when you slow down a bit and realize that you're being talked to, that's why you keep getting that knowing feeling. You're going to be able to unveil what it is that your source wants you to hear, what it is that the angels are sharing with you. Don't back down, just climb up. Peace to you, and remember, you have the strength to conquer. You're in warrior mode. You're going the full throttle here. Peace to you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for visiting the channel and sharing your message with us. We love being in other people's business and finding out what's going on, so we could all ride it out together. Take care. Talk soon. Garnet Queen Tarot here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.